Yeah, let's do it again. Copying links and sharing them in my Discord. Because that's what you do on a Monday. That's right. Hey. SD, what's good, bro? OBN Chiba, what's up? You guys are helping me get my Twitter right. This is awesome. Pass the source. Okay, all right. What's good, everybody? Yo, Justin, shut up. XRP, I can see so clearly. It's gonna be the future when it's near me. XRP, yo, can't you see? We're going to baby. I haven't watched all the videos yet. I watched the snake oil video. Seven Seas is trying to get me trying to get me jammed up with new EQs. That that auto gain plugin that Buddy dropped in the I think it was Trap Boy Hustle that dropped it, as a matter of fact. Seven Seas went out and bought the EQ, and he's enjoying it. I want to buy another EQ. Trying not to buy another EQ. Cubase Junkie, what's up, bro? Yo, so if you guys don't do this with your MPC, you're crazy. I want to show you something. So, oh god, that's the wrong view. So, if you see right here when you open this up where that says user template, like I'm so tired of seeing people just do dumb shit, right? So, I'm big on templates, but I didn't like I don't do like a whole bunch of new like what am I trying to say here? I don't do a bunch of new samples, right? Because inside of the MPC, if you save a template with a whole bunch of drum samples and shit like that, every project or unless you remember to purge your samples, like every time you open that project, it's gonna load so many samples into RAM, right? So just keep it lean. Start off with 3 tracks, right? So the first track is my sample, right? I rename my sequence to main, so you don't have like that sequence 1 nonsense. I could just rename it real quick, right? I do 3 tracks. The second track I have is drums, right? And I already have a new drum program loaded. So this is less time that I got to touch, right? And then the third one is my bass program, right? Where so there's it to make a key group inside of Akai, like it's super easy. Like there's really nothing to it, but there's some things that you do over and over again. So like for example on the program edit, the poly on the poly is always set to 16. Key group poly is always set to 16, and then this is always set to node on, right? So whenever you hold it, whenever you let go, I just set all these up so that this will be one shot, this will be mono, this will be mono. So all that I have to do when I want to make a base key group is load a sample. I don't have to do nothing else to this. I just load a sample, right? And so all that like all that bitching and crying, like making a 808 key group is so hard on MPC. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Right? So let's get to work. I made some quick loops. What's crazy is like my quick loops are like the I ain't even gonna say that out loud, but yeah. Oh, so let me just show you before I load a sample. So what you do in order to save it, in order to always have it down there as user template, you go here, right, and you click save as, and then right here, you see where that says save as template? You just tick that little box, and however you try to set up your workflow, that will always be there. So every time you open your standalone screen, it's going to say user template, and then you pop that up, bro. So let's make this real quick. All right, so we do that, and we go to drums, samples, main, my drums folder. Say something cool that when I was messing around with this new, because I haven't made a lot of beats on MPC since they did the new update with like all the shit that they updated it with. But it's like, for example, like and I don't know how good this is going to work on all the samples. And I'm not saying go around and take your whole entire kit and tune it like this, but they have key detection on here, and I'm listening to the sample, and I'm just like, inside my mind, I'm like, I don't really like, I like this sample, but I don't know. So, I know the key of this is E minor, right? And if I go into, if I just go into this and I look at, I look at what I got, so I could say like, maybe if I wanted to pitch this up more, I could go up like, if I went up three, that's a scale note. If I went up at five, that would be the root. So like I could take this and say, because I don't like to pitch stuff more than three semitones. Otherwise, it makes more sense to just go find another sample. But check this out, and that sounds way better. That sounds way better. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like a dope feature. You know what I mean? Like where you could see like, oh, okay, this is a one shot. It's telling me that it's got some type of like relative pitch in B. You could just go and because like when you're tuning drums, you don't want to necessarily like you don't want to go more than three in either direction. But if you could see like where if you're gonna hit a note in the scale, it'll save you some time. I hope that makes sense. You said the sample is pretty awesome. I made this shit in 10 minutes before I started the stream. I appreciate you, bro. All right, that's good. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just easier to do it like this. These hi-hats sounding right. What's up, Colt? You get a 808 before I get too lost in the sauce. What? We don't like that. Why does this shit get so wobbly? That's kind of nice. See, so now I can just go into program edit samples. I've got that guy right there. Boom, boom. Go back to here. Put that root note to B3. just go straight into pad perform, right? Flat, minor, to the 3. Something like that. Right? I don't even know if that's what I wanted. Let's see. That's one. Beautiful. Shit. All right, so now we could go and what y'all talking about? Y'all talking about the EQ? I'll just master this track with Golfos followed by the Cost Hyper EQ. All right. Let me look. Let's see here. I'm going to take this brother right here, and then we want to copy him, and we want to nudge him. Where can we nudge him? You want to go here? Yo, that's what you want to do. And like, see this one? I'm thinking it's too high. Yeah, see that's weird, right? So I'm an E minor. Ding 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 ding. That's G sharp. That'll make no sense. I could probably go down one semitone and it'll sound good. Watch, 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 watch. See, that shit sounds way better. That shit sounds way better, bro. This little shit right here, this guy, It's a little drum tuning cheat code. I hope y'all are woke. All right, so let me go ahead. I always do like the 2 bar sequence, especially like on trap vibes, and then just double out the sequence. Boom. And then to make this convincing, you go to your 808 track, right? Go to your 808 track, and then this is where you want to add the salsa, right? One, two, three, four, five, six. Fuck. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so trash. Been having this beast. Y'all are trash too, because y'all ain't. Why? This is why producers keep their 808s in the wrong key, because no one can tell. See if this sounds better. Yeah, it sounds like music. Good job, guys. All right, and then what we need to do now is we take this guy and we'll go here. Say main. Okay, snare roll. All right, we're gonna have to have that. Bringing back busy drums in 2022. I never duplicated it. I just renamed it. Well then. 2 unused. We'll call number 2 main. Do it. Thank you. All right. Oh, now we got this. Go into here, and then we don't need all that. But okay, a couple of things to straighten out with the drum. Hit this on the TC, but it's whatever. That. Hit this on the TC. All right. this on the T. Boom. Love it. Cool. I'm done with this. Let's save it. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yo, I made 6 beats yesterday. Oh man, I was going nuts yesterday. Let me see here what we call this. It. Save. DT, what's up, bro? This shit. Yo, this shit right here. Right here is called death. Yo, this shit is like 151.48. And when and when you what's it called? Whenever you see somebody with a weird whenever you see somebody with a weird tempo, it's probably because they were catching a sample. Most likely. All right, so let me go. Let's make a new one. I'll show you my other sample I did in fucking 10 minutes. User template. Yum yum. All right. Go into here. I think this next one's at 150. Get your browser. EMP kits. Ops for Rico. All right. This one is the one that's C-sharp. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's make that happen. Let's go here. I think I'm gonna use an audio track this time. Browse for samples. The sample pool's empty. Oh, well. Use me. Browse for samples. That's the guy right there. Go for. What do we want to do? Go back to. Oh, trap hi-hats on the MPC piano roll. Easy money. Grab that, hit edit end. You want to set your TC like 32 triplet, right? Bring that all the way back and then just hit copy. Right? Do this again. Edit end, bring it all the way back. 1, 2, 3. I fucking love this machine. Listen to that. Do it. Go back into audio track, edit audio. We want to get out of here. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna piss me off. Let me go to TC. We can make this easy. No triplets. Back over. That now. I need to bring this 2 bars over again. There we go. This part. Come back here to the main ski. Come on. Let's make this double the length. Back main, we're at 8 here. Length. Here. Length. Right here. Zoom. Zoom you out, buddy. Damn it. Oh, shit. Ah, no, no. Browse main. Oh, okay. Now we go back to the main ski. The stylus look clutch. Don't call the MPC a machine. I'm ordering a stylus right now. Where the hell did them strings come from? Them strings are those are LA strings. It's an old ass string library. What stylus is this? I don't know, bro. Like I bought this shit at fucking where'd I buy this? I bought it at like Office Depot or something. You could probably use the eraser side of a number 2 pencil. You cannot. Tried it. I definitely tried that first. Definitely tried that first. That was the first thing I tried. I tried that. I tried. Oh man. I tried that. I tried this. This don't work. Don't do shit. I was looking and all these powered ones came up. Oh man, you guys are about to get lost in the sauce. Watch. Let's see. Amazon. Let's go to here. You want something like this? I think these are the ones that I got. Yeah, the Apple, the styluses that need to be charged. Those are Bluetooth ones for fancy vibes. This will be your boy, right here. Right, you could get it. You could get it in a nice feminine Carolina blue. You know, you can add some of that divine feminine energy to your productions. I know you guys are all looking for a way to do that. Definitely want to do that. Oh man, come on, man, come on, guys. Look, you get 2-pack for $149. It's got the Slimmy on the bottom and it's got the top. You know, if you want to get demonic, right? You get the stylus pens. You can multitask. $5 for the 3-pack. Look at you. What else did I make while you guys were away? I don't know which beats I made while I was on stream with you guys. Why don't these play? Wesley, why are you asking me that? Hold up, you recognize? Yeah, these are my samples, bro. You like this one, Manu? Let's track it. Let's track it. Let's track it. We ain't doing shit right now, huh? Let's track it. Andre Rounds, you gonna save this live so I could go back to and watch from the beginning? Yeah, man. All my lives are saved, except for except for the ones where I give game breaking information that I should be charging for. Those I take down. Sample. What should I do? Make some modern trap R&B. Let's see the cook up. I'm gonna do. I'll do an R&B cook up, but not right now. I wanna track this in and have a little mix session. We'll do a little beat mix session for the bros. What do I got here? I got two samples. How many drum sounds? 3 drum sounds. Okay, so 3 drums, 2 samples, 5, and then the 808. I need 6 tracks. Oh, Wesley P sound like he's trying to get some placements. Okay. Let's turn that compressor off. Let's take our MIDI cable, because that's the one that works. Y'all swear they put these jacks on the back of gear for no reason. This is at 140. Right? I'm pressing play. Ain't that crazy? Press play on my MPC. Press play on Studio One and my MPC starts playing. It's nuts. Okay, so let's go to bass, solo this. Jameson Audio. EMP, do you still need the Mio to sync MPC? Oh my god, you guys are going to make me jump into the middle of I-75 at 6 p.m. at the Miami Gardens exit, not the express lane. And I'm just going to breakdance there till I am violently crushed by someone's SUV while they're sharing links to Kevin Samuel's Twitter. You guys are going to be the end of me. Where it. I don't I don't understand how that meant play the bass is not soloed. There we go. Um, and our brother Manu, or Roshi as he's known, is correct. You need a 5-pin MIDI cable by hook or by crook. That's what you need. that guitar sounded fire. Where'd it come from? It came from, I don't know. I think that's in the Memories sample pack. These are my samples, guys. I cook up on machine with my samples. All the sounds that you hear, they're my samples. Like that's why I stream with machine. I'm sorry, with MPC. So you guys can see the greatness that you can achieve with CMP kits. Living in the prairie, block with no lights on, to all the seas that follow me, protect your innocence, born with less, but you still blessed. Smile for me now, smile for me. You smile. Smile for me now, smile. Yeah. For Steve. All right, so it goes like this. Go here. All right, that's how this should go. Excuse me. You this all this that's happening right here. We don't need to hear from you. You go night night. All y'all go night night. I'll go night night. We'll do this. All right, let's get this shit balanced and sounding like something where I go figuring out if I need to add sauce to it. What do we want to do? Yo, I went nuts on this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. How you do it. How you do it, you fucking losers. Fucking losers. I want to show me the 16th. Where is drums? What am I looking for? Drums. Gotta have, bro. You gotta do the 16th. Bro, only you gotta be from the South to understand that. Bro, she gets it. What am I looking for? Oh yeah. Watch this shit gonna set it off. Take it, drop it way down, right? Because it's just a texture. Oh God, the 16th roll though. The 16th roll. They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. Yo, listen to how crucial that texture is. Like like without it, the shit sounds, it's cool. But you throw that in, this one. So good. So good. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. One more time. One more time. We gotta do one thing. We're gonna double this up here. This here, right? But we don't need this one. That one. This one. God damn, that shit's wolfing, bro. Here, we'll call it north side. We got to make a new folder. Call it 2022 beats. Let me see here. North side, upload it to SoundCloud for the bros. Okay. Yeah. X was dope, man. X was X and Kodak, like Broward County, high key saved the rap game during that era. Cause shit was sounding like mad repetitive, and then a couple of dudes from North Broward came through and gave everybody something to copy, and it was awesome. That was cool for me to watch. I was a fan of that. Sounds fire, slightly off topic, but any of you guys use a blooper pedal with the MPC controlling it via MIDI? Nope. Never did that before. Thing about yeah, they were super young. South Florida low key had the underground during the last decade. Bro, they didn't low key have the underground, bro. They high key had the mainstream. Like X was the biggest shit. Like X was finna be huge. And then like what is Cardi B without Bodak Yellow? Seriously. Like does she do that without that song? Cause that was cause that was Kodak, right? That was Kodak. And Kodak was on fire. He just, he's a fucking idiot, bro. you know. Lil Nas X was on the baby type shit. Lil Nas X was not, bro. Lil Nas X, listen. Lil Nas X is not real. Y'all gotta show me. Y'all gotta y'all gotta show me the Lil Nas X tour, right? Show me the Lil Nas X tour. Oh, XXX. I was about to say Lil Nas X. I was about to say, bro. I'll punch you, Mike. You trying to trigger me right now. Nah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the baby definitely took XXX spot for sure. Baby definitely took X's spot. Yeah, nah. Lil Nas X is not real, bro. Like nobody's going to the Lil Nas X show. You fucking you put Lil Nas X in the American Airlines arena, or I'm sorry, the FTX arena, or put him in the crypto.com arena. No, and nobody's coming to see that shit. He'll be like Iggy Azalea. They're gonna have to cancel that tour. That's bro. That's who Lil Nas X is. Lil Nas X is Iggy Azalea for this decade. Lil Nas X is an NPC, yeah, bro. Lil Nas X is for sure an NPC, dude. He's definitely an NPC. Oh shit! This shit came out dope though. That shit is. And the thing is, bro, like, oh my god, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this: you guys that, you guys that don't do anything with your hands, don't like, bro. As far as like, as far as like making music, don't wait to do stuff with your hands. Don't wait to do stuff with your hands. Get a MIDI controller. Get a drum pad. Get and just put some time into it, right? Especially if you're, is the beat changing keys? Yes, the beat is changing keys. When I do switch ups, what I do is like like the it's easy money, right? So circle of fifths. You just move in fifths or you move in fourths, right? So I like to do switch ups in fifths, and all I do is I'll take a loop. I'm making a beat with the loop, and then say the loop is in E minor. Go to my keyboard, and then I look for, I look for a loop that's in what's it called? What's the fifth of E minor? E, and then I look for a loop in B minor. Boom. Find any loop in B minor, put it in, and then once you do that, the switch up sound amazing. Like the loop doesn't even have to be all that. It's just gotta have that movement in the circle of fifths. Mad easy, bro. Just boop. If I got a loop in, D flat, and we're going here, and then you could go backwards too. You could go backwards or fourths. Either way, go this way, or you go that way. Mad simple. But yo, like y'all might not believe me. Oh, I was using I was I wasn't even showing this. Here, look at this. I'm trying to tell you though. Circle of fifths, boom. So if I got a loop in E minor, B minor, or you could do it in A, right? Da, 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 da. I miss that in music. Think of the same thing. But guys, listen to me, because I don't know if I'm gonna stream again until Friday. I gotta work over in I gotta work over in like on the west coast of Florida. I'll probably be driving back and forth. So by the time I get home, it'll probably be like 7. I don't feel like doing shit. But check this out. So even if you suck, right? Because when I started making beats, it was on an MPC 2000 and a sound module, right? And like I didn't make that many beats every year because it was hard. Like if I made 20 beats in a year, it was tough, right? And the thing was is like I didn't know music theory, is just trying to do it all by ear. Like I'm not super talented like that. I was the type of person that needed like practice and repetition, and I always go for the path of least resistance, right? So once DAWs came in, I got really great at programming, right? But what takes it to like what takes it to the next level, and what makes everything like super easy to the point where like you don't got to think about shit, is when you use your hands. Like even if your programming game on drum pads is not up to the level of the way that you can click it in, right? You just play to the best of your ability. Remember, you could fix it later. Like I could not play. I could, like, a perfect example. I couldn't play this. I can't play that, right? I'm gonna learn how to play it. I'm gonna practice it. You know what I mean? But like for example, you take in um like the way I got good at like programming, like trap patterns, was I would load up. I say, okay, like what are the best what are the most listened to like songs that and I came up on all these OZ beats, right? And all the OZ beats, it's the I don't have it's the same. It's pretty much the same pattern. It's right. So you just And then once I started playing that, like once I got good at that simple rhythm, the clap, boom, clap, boom, clap, boom, clap. Then you can start freestyling and add in the different things, right? If you're using a DAW, you have input quantize. If you're using an MPC, you already know what the MPC do. You just set that thing to 16, to 16 notes, and you go to work, and the MPC is gonna make it seem like you can actually play that shit. Dude, I can play drill hi hats inside of the MPC like no problem with my hands, right? I couldn't do that. I couldn't like perform with a band, and keep perfect time and like and be like a legit finger drummer. But what I'm saying is like when you practice that skill, when you practice playing things out like on your keyboard, get a little sustain pedal or whatever, you start to see the matrix of music in a different way, and then making your decisions comes really easy. It comes really easy, right? Like if you got good samples, like if you got samples from CMP kits, if you got the industry slap kit, like making beats should not be a difficult thing at all. You know what I mean? Like you're just throw that snare down, pa ta 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 ta, hi hat, you know what I mean? Put your little rolls in, you know what I mean? Put your little kicks in, catch the vibe, because that's why like when I make beats, my favorite thing to do is to start on the MPC for making beats, right? Just for making beats. Just for shit like this, right? And the reason why is because if you could catch a vibe with just the sample in the drums, if you catch a vibe with just the sample in the drums, and it's something that you played, even if you have to go in and tighten it up on the step sequence, or even if you have to go and tighten it up, it like those patterns are gonna come out so much more doper, I'm telling you, than if you just, because like here's the thing, right? When you're doing it with your hands, and you're doing it off your heartbeat, and you're doing it off your natural rhythm, you're gonna come with a bop and a bounce that speaks to you, right? And when you nail it, or say you fuck it up, but then it loops back around and that MPC quantizes it, and you're like, oh man, that shit still sounds good, right? And you're in the moment, it's gonna provide an emotional lift to the creative space, right? When you're programming inside of like FL, or you're programming inside the step sequencer inside Studio One, or you're sitting there and you're looking and you're like, eh, 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 eh. Yeah, that's not that's not a whoo type of feeling. You know what I mean? Like to get, I don't know, like not to get too goofy with the spirituality and stuff, but in order to like really like bring this shit out. And I'm telling you, there is a reason why why when you see like the most elite producers, right? The ones that have the crazy beats, like Metro Boomin, Black Metaphor, Bolo. Why can't I think of Buddy's name? Honorable C Note. You know what I'm saying? And you go and listen to these brothers, like Bolo's a great example. Like Bolo, like his top lines are just like are super simple, right? And people like go nuts, like breaking their head trying to put 4,000 RC20s on a fucking violin loop to just to make it good enough to put the spins 808 underneath. You know what I mean? But Bolo can play like such a dope drum pattern on the MPC that his top line of the Roland Twinkle Toes Bell of bing 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 bing, like that shit's gonna snap, and it'll have three sounds in it, and it'll get placed. Shit feels doper with keys and pads because you physically performed it. Yeah, that's what 2022, what's all about, is don't click nothing that you could play. You know what I'm saying? Do not click nothing that you could play. Just challenge yourself. Get yourself a little Presonus Atom. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to run out and get an MPC and be like an MPC producer and track all your beats out. You know what I mean? You could just dog. I'm telling you, use your hands. Use your hands. It's a big deal. And I mean, and just listen to this drum pattern here for a second, right? Like that drum pattern is in time, right? But you wouldn't say that drum pattern is out of time. But if I go in and I show you what the waves look like, you know what I mean? My kick's on, right? Look at my hi-hat. Look at how far my hi-hat is floating off the grid, right? Right? Now now watch this. Look at how early my snare is, right? Look at how early my snare is. But that shit has a groove. You can't see it. I'm sorry. You guys are looking at my face. Look, look. Look. Look at how early my snare is. Look at how early my snare is, bro. Look at how late my hi-hat is. I still used no repeat to program these, right? But it's the attention to detail. You know what I mean? Like your drums, you if you sit like programming with the mouse, if you sit there, oh, touch tone. You haven't heard it? Hold up. But and I mean, like, don't get me wrong. You can, like what I did there. You can do with the mouse. Like you could do it, but the patterns and everything, like especially with drums, it becomes like it becomes so it becomes so much easier to execute. It becomes so much like I told you guys, bro. I made 6 beats yesterday, just like having fun. Like you seen how fat, like I made 2 beats in fucking, dude. I made the I made the beats, so like I made the loops in 20 minutes, and then I made the beat in and then I made the beats in in like 25 minutes. The part that took the longest was recording it. That's why I could take the time. That's why I could take the time and track the shit in, and make it sound cool, and run it through the SSL, right? Because like the other stuff is simple. Thank you, Touch Tone. I appreciate it. Bro, the key changes are mad easy, bro. Like I'm telling you guys, all you gotta do is just take your loop folders. You got something in E minor, do the switch up in B minor. Like it's mad simple, bro. Just that's what the circle of fifths is. This is how you move around music. It always sounds good if you go like this. It always sounds good if you go backwards. Boom, 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 boom. That's how you do your switch ups. I'm telling you, bro, it's mad easy. Super duper simple. Yeah, Ricardo's talking about and this is in all the DAWs. You can hit this, you could just use this delay. Boop 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 right here. This is actually how I do it in like if you look at my old what I used to do when I would use sample one is I would have my hi-hats with like an 8 millisecond delay, and then I would have my snare with like a 4 millisecond negative delay, and then I would use the MPC quantize to hit my kicks, and then I would do my 808s with like a 2 millisecond delay. That way my 808 and my kick didn't hit at the same time. Yeah, Studio One is dope, bro. Studio One is dope, man. I mean, I mean, dude, you got the you got a live, right? You got a live, and you got the damn, and you got the big six, bro. Like, don't you have like six mono? Like, dude, I don't know, bro. If I was you, I would just track directly into Studio One. Like, you have six outputs. Put that bitch right in your mixer. You know what I mean? You got EQs on the channels. That's the way I would use the big six. What's good with Cubase? There's a new version of Cubase coming out. That's what you got set up. You just had to wait for your cables to come in. Yeah, I had to get a because I was looking at like I almost I almost messed up. I almost bought a D box, and then I was like, no, bro, like I have the six, but the way that I use the six, I use it like a mixer. Like I have my I got my Prophet hooked up to it. I got the Prophet X hooked up to it. I got the outputs of the MPC one hooked up to it. Um and then I got the outputs of my Apollo hooked up to it, so I could run it through the patch bay and go through effects and everything. And also like compress the output of the DAW. But I was like, man, like I'm not going to buy a summing mixer when I already have a summing mixer. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that so I was like, what is it? So I just bought like a 8 channel TRS snake, so that way I could have those eight channels just plugged into my claret at all times. I'll put a hook on the back of my desk, and then when I want to go into a summing setup, all I got to do is unplug my instruments, plug those eight inputs in there, and then boom, I could go into like 8 channel summing mode, and mix into it. Because you don't like, I think the thing that I don't know if they say this enough in the videos about summing setups, especially small ones that are like 8 channels. But if you don't start, you have to start with that. Like if you're gonna mix, you have to like start mixing into it. Otherwise, if you take your in the box mix and then you just like bust it out and you don't work with it, it's not gonna change the sound of what you're doing at all, right? But if you start and you do your balancing and you do your panning with the summing setup, then you'll notice what's actually happening. Multiple DAWs spark creativity. Touchstone says that's so true. You have to start with that. I noticed that. Yeah, bro. You can't put a summing box on an old mix and then be like, oh, this put so much space into the, no. That is not how it works. That is not how that shit works. You like the way I utilize my outboard gear. Well, the thing is, I've had like when you so I think what happens with a lot of guys is like me for example, like I've always had I started on gear. I started on mixers and 4 tracks and MPCs and stuff like that. So the the concept of routing and signals and that's not weird to me, right? So when I look at a DAW, I don't see a beat making program. This is what I see, right? This is what I see when I look at a DAW, right? When I look at a DAW, I see a mixing. Whenever any DAW I look at, it's a console. That's what I look at. I'm looking at a console and I'm thinking about a tape machine, right? So that's why like this shit right here, this up here, this shit right here, that don't mean nothing to me. That's a bonus. This is what I look at. This is what I see right here. Right here. This is all I see. This is that like that's all that matters to me. This is where everything happens. You know what I'm saying? So the way that the way that I use my gear is with this, right? So I think if more people who were getting into like having hardware from like the hardware space were able to wrap their head around like the hardware space is this. This is the hardware space. This is your hardware right here. Boom, 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 boom. Signals, right? This is like I look at this and I see two, two inputs, two inputs, two inputs, two inputs, two inputs, two inputs. You know, it makes it much more fun. So like when something like so when something like the SSL6 shows up in my lab, like I don't see it as something like I don't see a mixer as something that's permanent, right? The reason why it's got the plugs on the top is so that you can change configurations. You know what I'm saying? You get something you get something that's $1,300 and I look at it and I see 3 compressors, 3 EQs, um do you know what I'm saying? 4 faders and an insert path. And then what can I do with that? How can I reroute it? How can I get the most out of this piece of shit? You know what I'm saying? And plus, for the people that think that you don't need to watch CMP's videos because you use different DAWs, get a grip. It don't matter what DAWs you use. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, no. I mean, but that's yeah. I don't know. I think the thing is like like when you're just like when you're starting out, you know, you want to see something that you can like replicate. Like I had somebody hit me up and they're like, "Yo, how can I randomize MIDI the way that I do in FL Studio?" I'm like, "Dude, that's where you fucking up, bro. Like, why are you trying to do what you do in FL Studio and Studio One? Like, just stay in FL Studio if that is that important to you, you know, like if that's like a huge part of your workflow, then that's where you got I'll tell you straight up, like the reason why I don't use Ableton is because it doesn't have a strum macro, you know. If Ableton had a strum macro, I would use it. I would use it because I like the I like the um I like some of the audio stuff that you can do in live. But don't got no strum macro. and that's a big deal when you're making samples. So and all their strum workarounds are boo boo. They're all boo boo. They're all the most robotic strums of all time. I use the flock audio patch with the big six and have different configurations on hardware on different channels. Yeah, bro. Touchstone. You got a lot of shit, man. You got a lot of shit. When you drop in the CMP how to monolith video, I don't know, bro. I didn't even download it yet. I might, to be honest with you, I might honestly forget that I have that for a while. For a while, bro, because it's not something. Like my workflow with balancing stuff is so like for example, I'll show you something, right? So the reason the reason why I have a VU meter at the top of every channel is so that I can go into Oxide at negative 18, which is what it asks us to do in the manual, right? So that's why I do that. And I have a solution, right? So like HornNet, right, makes this meter. And you see this reference, I can set this to auto and this will automatically I could put this at the top of every channel, right? This HornNet VU meter, and I could auto gain it so that everything comes in at negative 18. And you would think that would be faster, but it's not. Because in order for me to set that up, I have to go to every single track, double click it, hit that auto button, right? Whereas I've got VU meters that I'm looking at right here. I could see the VU meters and they've got bright red dots on them when it goes, you know, when it goes past the negative 18. So all I got to do is just go to the input gain. Like you guys seen me do it when I brought my drums in. I highlighted all of these real quick, and that's why they're all at the same, you know, negative 11 dB, because I just took whatever the loudest sound was, got that down to negative 18, and boom, I was gain staged, right? So to be honest with you, I bought that shit because it was cheap, but I don't know that I'm going to be like spending a bunch of time like breaking that one out until like I watch some content that, oh damn, gotta I gotta put I gotta charge my camera, but I gotta until I get I gotta watch some I don't know that I'm gonna be that I'm gonna be implementing that in my workflow until I see some content that shows me like why I need to install it and go a different way. Because I'm like really fucking fast right now, you know. Sirius Dwick says mixed monolith into oxide is pretty much the same workflow you describe. You can use it on the other end of the chain for much of the same for the final volume. Yeah, SD, I gotta see exactly, I gotta see exactly what problem that solves, right? Because like that's why we get these things. We get these things to solve problems. You know what I mean? Like Trap Boy, what? Like maybe you could help me out. Like what problem did you have that Mixed Monolith helped you solve? Or let me find out you bought this piece of shit and you're using it and it's not solving any problems and you need somebody to show you how to use it. Because if that's the case, you owe me $25. You better you better go buy one of my scalar packs right now. When you gonna get on the Superior Drummer 3 train? I don't think I'm gonna get on the Superior Drummer 3 train. That shit is so expensive. Help you level your sounds quick. Got it. Oh, you got the whole suite. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. If I don't see you until Friday, go to CMP Kits, get yourself a scalar kit. It's 2022. Make some new music. Don't click what you could play. And we'll see you on the next one.